and rock it 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 rock it rock it rock it right and rock it right and rock it right and rock it 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 rock it and right and rock 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 it rock it and rock it and rock it and rock it rock it and rock it rock it and rock it rock 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 it rock it rock 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 it and 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 rock it.
It's so shiny.
I just can't get the fucking warthog on this.
I'm up for Hazard 3. Hazard 4 just feels right.
I've got great aim.
This is it. Either the Dreadnought goes or we send in another dwarf. You'll be on your own in there. Make it count.
Just the upgrade I was looking for. This will help me work harder.
Supplies ready. Clean up the LZ.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
Big swoon detected. Buggerman, get ready.
There are many like it, but this one is mine. Sure, why not? See you in hell!
Objective completed. Excellent job.
I'll take this one. You're cute, but you're dead. Your time is up, Frank! Power up the pin courses through me. Overclock, my favorite type of clock. Take that! I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
I need to stop taking damage.
Let's get dialed in.
Also, I want to be in here. There you go. Hall of Fame being inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame this year. Yay! Rock and stones. Yield my flesh to claim their bones. It must be from Deep Rock Galactic. Should I buy that game?
This works. Go back to hell. Give it to me. You ugly son of a bitch. Boom, baby. Meet your maker, Creep. Say hello to my little friend.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
I got it. Vaporite. Eat lead.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
What a shot. Feels rare. Feels right.
Time's ticking, Miner. Move it.
It's fine.
Stage 1 cleared. Be sure to spend your gold and nitro before the next stage.
Decent.
It's mine.
I need
Show me
crit
more.
chance, not just crit damage.
Gonna roll the dice on this one. Hell yes. This one.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives, and let's get out of here.
Wonder what slot they're serving in the canteen tonight. It's easy to keep track of how many shots I have left.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
God damn it.
Feel much better now.
That's the opposite of what I wanted.
Supply pod prepped and ready, Miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone.
Let's show them some pain. Hello and goodbye. Yes, please. Vaporize.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarms approaching.
Nice.
This is gonna be hard.
I'm raring to try this out.
Electric powder is exactly what I need.
See you later. It's calling to me. Pop the looper. Let's get the minerals. See you later. the upgrade I was looking for. Oh, yeah.
And that's
Tell my
right.
mates, I love them.
Watch for too much damage there. Deep Rock Galactic Library owner Rimbus Company. Okay. You should. It's fun, but I highly suggest playing it with people. Is it like Don't Starve Together?
Crystalline caverns. It's a Hazard 4 type. Gonna snipe some bugs.
It's Dreadnought time, Miner. Find the damn thing, destroy it.
This one's so me. You don't see these every day.
Too much crap in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, Miner.
It'll do. I want that bug suckers.
Big swarm detected.
Follow this.
Buggerman, get ready.
Lock it in. Yeehaw! This is it. Overclock says it's time to kill. Got it right between the eyes. It's fine. Alien stuff. Gotta have it. I rarely pick one of these. Hell yeah! Say hello to my little friend.
Tripod launch. Impact imminent.
Heads up! I rarely pick one of these. This one suits me best. Dibbity dibs. It's calling to me. Found some nitra. Let's clear them out. I got it. Dual wielding. Badass.
Well done.
Have a
Objective
bullet in that
completed.
fight.
Drop pod has arrived.
Felt better.
Get there now. It will leave without you.
Yoink. I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave.
Let's get the nigger.
If only there was enough time for me to mine that.
Well done, miner.
More like Helldivers. You get a mission in different areas and you deploy and complete the mission before completing the area. It's competitive?
Now it's my favorite color.
Carl, no, it is not competitive. It is like Helldivers in that you have specific events and missions that you do with your team.
Get to work.
It's very much like what you're playing, except it's in a procedurally generated map.
So Helldivers
Like
1, not
Helldivers, where you're
2.
sent out, you go collect a bunch of items, kill a bunch of bugs, and then you leave.
So it's like Helldivers 1, not Helldivers 2. Yes? No?
I've never played Helldivers 1, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay. So it's an extraction game. It's an extraction game?
Yes. Also, I can't hear you in Discord for some reason. I can only hear you through your stream.
Hmm. Well, that's weird. That definitely shouldn't be happening. Oh, wait, I know why. It's because I had to turn on push to talk for your server.
You need to change your sound set.
That's why. It was set to push to talk for your server.
Ah. That makes sense.
It's like
But yeah,
Left 4 Dead. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to finish work day, but I wanted that's better to explain than try and go back and forth in your chat. Have fun.
Okay. I would have figured it out eventually, because I've just been like, let me pull up a video of gameplay footage.
You have a loot box.
Swoon's heading your way. Load up.
I have nowhere to go, so I dig in the wall. And I'm about to die, and I'm dead, because I got swarmed and surrounded, with no immediate place to escape. I got fucked in the butt. I've been noticing I've been having deep vein thrombosis in my left arm. I need to start doing more stretches. Hey, you're doing more stretches. I'll be stretched. I'm out. Sweet Baby Ink, Battle Steam, Unbounding into Comics, Bad Radio, and Lord of the Rings Total War Third Age, Expedition to the North on Archcast. Mm-hmm. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. My god. People are gonna give my wife a fucking heart attack. I, in fact, do not. Fucking Christ. You guys are gonna get... You all...
Alright guys, so we're almost... Oh, fuck! Alright guys.
I'm out. That's a hilarious start. Ugh. Lord have mercy. I believe I will now play Don't Starve Together because I did update it specifically to play it for this month. Like I told him that I would. Alright. PST. Because I've at least gotten my main achievement last night. I'll push for another line in Survivor eventually. First person, squad of 4, you enter the map, collect minerals, complete mission, get the fuck out. So, was it with a gun? Kinda sounds like you're describing was it with a gun. Valentine's Day crate. Hearts fade. Daily gift. Pinstripe pants. You're grabbing my fence. Blocked by family Steam view. You may not view this content if you are not prepared. Seasonal event. Delayed on Xbox. Make offers to the Dragon Bias Shrine. Do dragon boat races. Compete against your friends, Charlie Shadow, in high seas competitions of speed and maneuverability. Construct longer and more elaborate checkpoint configurations to really trash the metal. Masquerade Survivor Pack. Nouveau tent. I want that tent. Is it a Steam exclusive? Leaves on the vine. Yes, but instead of Wizard with a gun, you were Dwarf with a shotgun. And how much of an autism simulator is the game? Leaves from the vine, falling down the course, like poems in the breeze. Coming to me. Ah, they ran out of codes. No, they ran out of codes for Steam, for Helldivers 2, with the fucking armor. I'm sad. I'm sad. Anyways, Taco Bell. A build your own Crave reward box for new subscribers and get a free spicy potato soft taco. But why though? Support a streamer, get rewarded. The first 500 new subscribers will receive a Taco Bell rewards coupon for subscribing to Tenaccio. Purchase a new sub or gift and receive your offer in your drops and rewards. So, like, why is it specifically this person? Why? Who? Why? More importantly, yes, it is indeed niche. Go to a participating channel in order to unlock the items. Watch for a maximum of 3 hours to get the tent. So we open my channel, open my stream, go there, and then do that button. Extremely, very much so. Now, when you say very much so, what do you mean? Because when I say Autism Simulator, I mean Autism Simulator. As in Clay. When you say Autism Simulator, what do you mean? Leaves on the vine, blowing down the walls, like always in the trees, going to me. Leaves from the vine, running down the castle like claws in the drain. Born for you. I don't remember what I made these two for. No, wait, yes I do. I should not make it a joke, but I'm so tempted to make that password into something I shouldn't type. Anyways. I believe all the ones I have de-equipped are the ones I do not want. That's about right. I don't see the extra fail survivors. Unless I'm retarded and I'm looking at the wrong thing. There it is. How about you specify what you mean more so that I know what you mean? I've spent hours with hubs just playing to fuck around and forgot what time it was. But I send you sets review. No. What I mean is the amount of content that is in that game and the complexity to how hard it can become. So when I say an autism simulator, I mean Clay Entertainment. They are the autism simulator video game studio. There's way too many things to do and to push for in Don't Starve Together. There are multiple levels of cycles a person could reach inside of Oxygen Not Included, to the point where the ability to play the game functionally at the mid-game level for cycles 100 plus is, why am I even playing this? I might as well take up a job as an engineer. Are they on the level of Autism Simulator where you need to understand extremely complex concepts for you to function? And no, instead of me looking at a review, I can just look at the thing. You'd have to look into it if you're looking for that kind of specific answer. Fortunately, I can. Okay. The floating space rig.
Check your gear and let's go!
Okay, getting some vibes of Borderlands, getting some general couch co-op.
Let's shake, rattle, and roll.
Let's get familiar with the basics. Just follow the instructions, and you'll be an elite miner in no time.
Alone in the dark. Good thing I brought my flares. Right, looking for a gold vein. Where are you?
Okay.
Mining is fun. Where is that damn tin can?
Uh-huh.
Dirt. Gotta be some dirt around here. Molly!
I'm getting a more focused sense of Minecraft here.
This job better be worth it.
Why are there presents?
I called for the mule. What is this crap they've equipped me with? It can't reach that far. Zip line ready. Here I come. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Good times.
Christmas event. Not hard to grasp at all, just a time sink because you get lost in it. Sounds like Minecraft.
Well done. You're doing fine. Your objective on this training mission is to find and mine 100 units of morkite. Get to it.
I got the deposit. Nope, the flares are recharging. My bag is full. Molly, over here! depositing!
Alert! Defense barriers have been breached. We have a horde of enemies heading in your direction. It was a pleasure meeting you. Hope you'll get an honorable death.
Baptism by fire, I guess. Spotted right between the eyes! Explosive! Get to cover! Break the prey! Shield! Things about to blow up!
You survived. I just knew you had it in you. Incidents like this sadly occur fairly frequently in Hawk season. My best advice is to get accustomed to your weapons and gear. Let's continue the training.
That mission control guy better bloody lay off me once I earn my place.
This is all you need to know. Now retrieve the rest of the Morkite and finish the mission. If you forgot something or don't know how to continue, check your miner's manual for more details.
Finally, a chance to learn the ins and outs of this job in my own pace.
Seek cover!
Damn flares could need an upgrade.
That's 9 minutes of what looks like 32 minutes of gameplay. Seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. My back. My back. My back. Uck my back. It's a Carl's world. It's a Carl's world. How's everyone's day? It's a Carl's world. It's a Carl's world. Mm. Mm. Going through my own Discord, looking at talking about. What's this? Need update stream game. Okay. Why do I keep needing to pee like a fucking horse?
I don't know why. It's because you drink too much Kool-Aid.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Who's me? What is this?
I truly do believe Kefos is one of the worst people on the internet right now, and honestly one of the worst things to ever happen to the internet. And that includes, well, pretty much anything you can think of that's been
Interesting. That's right, they did do an update giving them skill sets now. What is this? Fires you set won't spread, thermal loot will just smolder. Items like torches as well as lighter have a 100% chance to ignite a target. Run for a longer time. Deal more damage over time. Brighter light Lighter light. Stop things from burning by absorbing the flame, even when they're only smoldering with the lighter. Collect and use embers to perform pyrokinetic effects. You can collect embers from burned creatures with your lighter. Use embers to refuel the lighter. Which then leads into spontaneous combustion. Use embers to ignite integers in an area near you. Use embers to create a ball of flame for heat and light. For 60 seconds, add 25% weapon damage when attacking burning enemies. Learn at least 4 burning skills, learn at least 8 burning skills. Burning self regenerates slowly, regenerates quicker. Animated at a higher sanity threshold, even higher sanity threshold. A little faster, much faster. Total health is higher, total health is much higher. And adding burning will give him a fiery aura for a short time, and enemies that attack on 90 burning will take damage back. Thorn aura. Learn 6 burning skills, learn 7 lighter skills. Defeat Celestial Champion, have no Shadow Allegiance. Defeat Fuel Weaver, have no Lunar Allegiance. Learn 6 burning skills, and 7 lighter skills. Tap to the darkness to strengthen his plein air attack and defense, particularly against lunar enemies. Same thing, but against shadow enemies. Reward your curiosity with the formula for lunar flames. Use embers to blast cold lunar flames. Queen will reward your loyalty with the power of Shadow Fire. Summon multiple tendrils of black flame to seek out hostile targets. So each one has a benefit that comes from fighting the endgame boss. I see. Silk pajamas, limited time use. Are these all limited? I guess they are. I'll take logos. Classic lighter, classic Bernie, straw hat, pretty parasol, rabbit earmuffs. Since when does she start with pretty parasol and the earmuffs? The fuck? That's wild. Should I experiment with this? As my arm gets tingly as I stretch again. I see clockworks on the other side of the river. if you have these many changes, I'm gonna just have to test all of them, honestly. Okay. Have a savannah. What is this? Is it a plug hole? It's a plugged hole. That's what that is, sir. It's a plugged hole. Crack the hole open. Not gonna wanna go down without wood. Wood and a better solid basis of food. Several boulders. Bum, 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 bum. off my seats. Okay. This is more comfortable. Doesn't look like this cave structure connects to anything directly viable. I'm just going to immediately back up from another hole. Or at the very least I know where a rabbit clutch is. Beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop beep 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 beep. It looks like I pulled Dark Forest here. Sea fishing rod. If I find this stage, now that I know how to use it, I'm pretty sure I could probably be able to get away with a early setup. There's no guarantee. At the very minimum, I just want to keep walking for a bit until I can really find what I'm looking for. Because I went down over there and I came up over here. Another savannah. Rookhead. More clockwork. Another plug hole. Yes. Here we are. Stage. Just need a weapon. Free backpack, free shovel, free axe. Marble sculptures. If I remember correctly, I have to wait 3 days for that to reset, and this leads right back to the postern, which then leads into Frog Hell. Which leads into Chester. Into a mole field. Lots of straight clockwork. Hounds will attack in 3 days. Why is the color of my... Never mind. That's weird. I didn't want to start that hunt, but now that I pulled that clockwork, I have to walk away from it. Fire dart. Hello, Dittress. One thing I don't have to build. This is the same savannah that I walked through. Oop. Should be digging up some of these twig bushes. Keyword and operant word is should, but I will not, as I haven't found a place suitable to live through yet. Do that too slowly. I effectively walked in a circle around him. I want to destroy too many bushes if I can. So that's a peninsula. Still no gold. Now that I have Chester, I'm not very free to just go wherever I want. Pick village. Pick king. One piece of gold is all I need, which means I have to kill me something. No matter what I kill. But to prevent myself from getting my shit pushed in, I guess I'm just gonna kill a raccoon. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't, but I gotta. Gotta beat the fuck out of you, my friend. Gotta kick the shit out of you, my friend. I'm gonna be your shit riding, cause I'm gonna have to kill you. Gonna have to kill you. I have to do it again. I gotta do it again. Oh, I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again. Oh yes, I gotta beat your ass. Indeed, I have to beat it in. Oh man, I gotta kick your shit. Has to be alchemy. Okay, spider here. And at least get silk. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't necessarily care about this forest fire. Well, it didn't spread too badly. Didn't even burn the house. Ooh. Pieces, exactly what I was aiming for. Not bad for day 5. I could probably do it faster. Till I have gold, it serves me no purpose to patch down the houses. Potato, garlic, carrot. Come on, insanity. None? Really? Okay. There we go. Pig. Eat my berries and give me your shit. Okay, 6 looking decent. I need more gold. If I produce gold the hard way, I'm gonna produce gold the hard way. A spear. Okay. Double lamp. Another pig. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. Ready to go at day 7? 14 days left in the season. Now we begin the expanse. Just in the nick of time. Still have to get magic. Couple of them upgraded. I can't let all of them upgrade at the same time. I want to kill down the double nests and then go from there.
I've tracked the fire rocket's location. I will bring them to you shortly.
goes on the grown on arm. 18 monster, which will go into a lot of other shit. Beautiful. Two pieces of meat. Pick up the fucking carrot. I hate the bug. The bug still hasn't been fixed. Alright, we need stone. We also need reeds. Dun, dun, dun. Hello. What's 2 plus 2? My wife! Cause she loves only for me. Update. He lived! How you doing, Callum? Feeling better? Ow, my spine! It still hasn't fixed. Oh, that feels... Mm. Poor God, you guys are gonna make my wife think I like feet.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher-ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Cool. Game launch story picked up. What I talked about today. I didn't even do anything when I start coughing. Fuck. Breathing, breathing, breathing. I randomly start having difficulty breathing out of no fucking where. And it's because I couldn't breathe through my nose. Nasal drip, back of my throat, cough, cough, cough. Nasal drip again, back of my throat, cough, cough, cough. The fuck? Later on tonight, when I'm not on stream, I think I'm gonna put together a clip of all the important talking points from Kim Villar's GDC speech, and I'm going to hyperpose them on top of Anita Sarkeesian takes, and then spice those in with people who are having dejected opposite opinions. Especially if it goes on top of the person's dialogue. It might make it a talking video on the side. Breathe. still fragile. On a course of meds, get you in shape, quit smoking, as your asthma has come back for the first time in 15 years. Yay! I am sorry that you have to quit this way. Yay! And now my teeth randomly hurt. I'm seeing posts of people trying desperately to hide around the J question. It's hilarious. I did see the Black Pitbull tweet. I shitposted about the Black Pitbull tweet. As I should. My inventory's full. I'm looking for pigs. Speaking of pigs, where the fuck all my pig houses at? Got a frog pool. So fish sticks is on the table. Hello, gold builder. Days, don't know rocks. This is deadlocked. need to find stone badly. Breathe. Let me see where this road takes me. Hive. I need to remember to make a net. Days. Little boards. Hello, 6 of pigskin. Sticks and filler, but not anything useful. Please, we be somewhere good. I wouldn't say good, but I'd say fast travel.
Good evening, Carl. How are you?
The ghost tried to strangle me to death a couple of minutes ago. Besides that, I'm fine. Today, I revisited the Sweet Baby topic specifically to look into the original company owner's opinions, and surprise, surprise, she's literally black and he's Circassian.
Yep. I love it. I saw that earlier. I've been working a double, so it's been kind of difficult. But no, I saw that earlier when I was looking at harmful opinions. Look at her GDC conversation.
Mm-hmm. I have more links than just her GDC conversation.
Oh, do you now? Interesting.
Yes. I'm probably going to do it on Wednesday as a versus chat, because Jay does not want to talk about it on Fried Chicanery, because this is more my speed specifically, but I wanted her to look at it because the shit that she fucking says while being a black woman, I knew she would be interested in making fun of, but it's okay. Besides that, ultimately my opinion is, why the fuck is it always women like this?
Well, actually, you kind of beat me to the punch, because I was actually going to plan on doing that on Wednesday myself. Come out of retirement. Stop taking a break and being lazy, and actually do a stream about some things, because this Sweet Baby thing has got me absolutely riled up. It's infuriating.
It's so blatant, because about, I believe, a couple of days ago, one of their employees went on to the Sweet Baby Detected Discord group to try and say, now that you have all this information I'm going to put in front of you about companies using all of us, and every company having used some variation of our services, what are you going to do now? Avoid every single game? Yes.
Yeah. Like, everything you touch is awful. Every single thing that you touch is awful, and really the thing that makes it even worse is, the thing that you're touching, they're all sequels for the most part. Like, the only one that hasn't been a sequel has been the Justice League game, and we saw how well that worked out from launch, right?
Yes, on the stream today, I just did a small calculation based on the base price of the game, $70 rounded up, calculated against the concurrent high peak of numbers. It's a little under $65,000, under $1 million. How much production cost was this game again?
I do believe it was, what, close to almost 100?
$100 million?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
What product return of $1 million?
That's... You better hope that ESG money's paying for it, because Sweet Baby took their cut already.
Let's see here. Because I have it directly from one of these fucking posts that I just posted on Twitter that I made a shit post about as well. Here it is. Here it is. Grant K. Roberts, February 9th. It makes my heart sing to see people enjoy what we made, laughing at jokes, being inspired by epic moments. We did something great on Suicide Squad, and I'm looking forward to doing more great things at Sweet Baby for years to come. And of course, he has the multicolored soy boy glasses. Looking like a brother Adam Conover. It's not great.
looking at the numbers here that you have on the numbers that you put up, 942,130.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't the if I remember this correctly, wasn't it like close to 700% of the player base wanted their money back in refunds?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a massive surge from like launch.
Mm-hmm.
And we're down to what? I'd say about maybe less than 5,000 players at any given point in time.
I mean, all those people just are chuds, you know? They're just all chuds. Their opinions don't really matter.
Right? Of course we don't. None of us matter, right? However, the people that pay and like and retweets don't actually buy video games. They'll pirate it faster than anything else, if they even know how to pirate. I mean, most of these people that support this, they don't actually play games. Or they're the reset era people that they talk about video games and like it's video game praxis, but it's never actually like the act of playing a video game.
I would be impressed if these people played games, but then again, that would also be impressment that these people did something more than just talk about the games. I think I said this already, which is that I would respect them more if they were to turn on live stream and fail at playing video games for any amount of time compared to what they're currently doing. Because they don't ever actually have skin in the game in this way.
Well, no, they only have, they're only cultural critics, you see. Like, we learned this from Anita, right? Being there at Gamergate at ground zero, because I was over on the 4chan boards when this all broke out when Luke basically said no, right? From ground zero till now, it seems like a whole bunch of people that don't have any real skin in the game to be interested in video games have always been on this other side, creating all of these problems. Blacknesia Sarkeesian, the new one in the game, she doesn't seem like the type that really has any real interest in video games either. Like, I've read some of the other things, like some of the other narrative creators did before they got to the company. They're all writers, right? If I remember this correctly, one of them basically, I think it might have been like the CEO. I don't know. I cannot remember. I could have to go look that up. They basically wrote like this. Do you remember the Nubia comics from like DC?
Yeah, the really bad ones.
Yeah. She wrote something like that, but it was more in the vein of like what Zoe Quinn did with God Mode.
Savage.
So imagine if you smashed, yeah, absolute savage. Like, it's basically, it's like Black Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not joking, it is literal Black Yu-Gi-Oh. Don't ask me how it is, but it's Black Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pain. Absolute pain. Nobody survives.
I read about it and it was like, people don't know that after hours, after school, after work, I'm online playing this online card game as Nefertiri. And I'm like, oh my God, this dialogue is absolute trash. Why? What is this?
Caused me secondhand cringe just listening to it.
It kicked up the mucus just hearing that cringe. I'm sorry.
Leave baby alone.
Listen, I have to drop an elbow from the top rope for it. It's that bad. Just seeing these people, just knowing what they do in the background, it's pretty awful.
Are people legitimately defending Sweetie?
Yes, of course they are. You have to understand, they don't play video games. They're only there for the message. They don't care about like anything else. They're there for just like, oh my God, the message is so good. Okay, do you want to buy this game? Well, no, it's the meme. Yeah, it's like, well, it's not really me. It's not really for me because it's problematic. Oh, okay, then why are you here?
Then why'd you make it?
Well,
why would you do that?
Well, from the lady that runs Sweet Baby to see brown people talking to each other. Yo, Phantasma, welcome.
Brown people,
I just want to
black people, lesbian black people, specifically the lesbian black people.
Isn't that always the case? Like, that and the fact that
with a lot more domestic violence.
Maybe they
Listen,
need
man.
more bisexual black people. Maybe.
Don't listen to this lady. Look, she's got jungle fever out the ass, right? She swirls as hard as fucking vanilla cream. Let's never believe anything beyond that, okay? She has a penchant for like woke white dudes. Let's not even pretend.
But they don't slam puss though.
Well, the ones she hires don't, but the ones she dates do.
I feel so fucking confused. I'm sorry, I got work brain on the mind.
So today I did a revisit on the topic of Sweet Baby, because the first stream that I did, which I clipped down and made into a video for those of you who are too lazy to see this live stream, blah 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 blah. I just went through the background of the company and the things that they did, and then just breaking down the basic logic of it, as well as getting my reaction out of the way of Asmongold's supposed take about it. After doing the diligence of going through their tweets and then going through the logic of how they speak about these subject matters. And today I did a read-through of Kim Belair's opinions and behavior, which is the person who runs the company, that Tony Legobut's claimed is just a company ran by 15 people owned by a black woman, and the black woman is literally just black Anita Sarkeesian.
Yep. If you could have... If you took her...
I didn't think it could exist. I think it could happen.
No, literally, it's feminist frequency too.
About her name, about her being black Anita Sarkeesian, but I won't say it. Gloodia, I sent you in text in the colored memes.
I've only been referring to her as Blacknesian Sarkeesian.
Oh, I called her something else.
Oh, I know you did. It's fine. Listen, I'm of the opinion that Kim Belair is a roving, hardcore narcissist. I at least give Anita some credit here. And this is being very, very fair. That marketing degree worked off perfectly when Jonathan McIntyre was behind her.
John McIntosh.
I don't care. Listen, he's a soy man. I don't care what his name is.
Yes, I know he's a soy man.
I know. I'm
Get
just
it right.
Jonathan McIntyre, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm just getting ready to sing the song too. But like, the thing is that Jonathan McIntosh made this woman. She's like Pygmalion. Like, he created a grift machine that outlived and outgrew him to the point where she decided to go off on her own. And because of her massive marketing knowledge, she was able to basically grift her way into like public relevance. I don't believe that Anita Sarkeesian was ever like real. Like, it was all a grift. Kim Belair, though, I feel like she's a true fucking believer, and that's the scariest part.
She's a true believer who knows exactly the power that she has at her fingertips. She's the most dangerous fucking thing about an activist. Because even if you say, well, Carl, clearly it can't be that bad, it is that fucking bad.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's extremely bad. You're talking about somebody who knows that they have the ears of the public. They know that they have the ability to force these companies, whether it's the players from within, because you know there are, again, since Gamergate, we've all known, there are activist types that hide within companies. We knew that from a long time ago. They've been doing it for years. Right?
Like sleeper agents.
Well, yeah, they're basically all sleeper agents. You can pretty much figure them all out, you know, because pretty much all of them are women. They're dyed-haired weirdos. But you can pretty much pick them out of a lineup. However, they're the ones that have the leanings to reach out. And that's why I said, Sweet Baby got over on people, because I've already had this argument, right? Where they're like, oh my god, then how are these games doing so well? Because they're... Well, no. That would be... I'm not going to be disingenuous. They're all sequels, except the Suicide Squad game. The reason that they're all sequels every single time is because it's all on the goodwill of the original game. So when they did really good with Spider-Man 1, that's what got everybody to buy Spider-Man 2 sight unseen.
And then people were like, wait a minute, why does Mary Jane look nasty?
Well, Thor, like, the whole thing with, like, God of War Ragnarok was because of God of War being so strong, the first game. Same thing applies to Alan Wake. Alan Wake was such a strong game that everyone loved it. That's why they were able to get away with doing all the craziness that they got away with, and people actually bought it because they didn't know any better. Like, Forspoken failed out of the gate.
God dang it. Oni and them are still playing that game. I can't believe it.
Okay, I'll be honest. I played that game too. I enjoy that game because it, for me, is basically Infamous. I don't care about the story. I just want Infamous gameplay back. I bought it for like $2, so I don't really. It's not like a loss to me. Sweet Baby can have their $2.
You could have had a whole McChicken.
Man, McChickens are $3. That's an extra $1. I'm good.
I don't like McChickens. I'm sorry.
Chicken in 1999.
Right. But no, like Sweet Baby can have those $2.
I saw like the prices McDonald's used to have back then. Like
I actually clearly remember them.
I cried looking at them. I died inside looking at those prices.
Welcome to the 90s. But yeah, no. Kimball Air.
Why can't I have a burger for 99 cents?
Never gonna happen in your lifetime, sir.
Still buy a Arizona iced tea for 99 cents.
It's not the same!
Right, dubious. Listen, unless you got Sobe in your bag, we got nothing to talk about.
I do want my lizard milk back. I do want it back.
Too bad. You're not allowed to have a lizard. No, it's just hard to find.
Yes,
it's very hard to find.
Like the place. Hold on. Like the place. Like there. So Sobe actually does have a product locator because they know it's extremely hard to find.
I know. It's just the fact that Sobe is Sobe. Listen, we can't go back to the 90s. We can only stay here in the 2000s with the
Sobe Life Water. They have like a whole new can. I kind of miss their like attitude, kind of like decorated can. Like
we're not going back to the 2000s. The early 2000s are over. We're never gonna. Listen, we're 2000 and late. It's over.
I don't like it here, Grandpa.
Wait! Holy shit! They actually sell it in my city.
Okay, you gotta buy all their stock.
Laser!
You gotta buy all their stock and tell people, hey guys, you can get all the Sobe Life Water you want. And they're like,
hey, hold on.
I'll take your entire stuff.
They claim that it's here, but it's not here. What is this bait and switch bullshit?
It's probably sold out. No, they haven't restocked yet.
Yeah, apparently PepsiCo was just like, yeah, we're discontinuing it, but it's like, it's here and not here at the same time.
Yeah, they're probably never restocked. It's probably
It's Schrodinger's lizard.
It's kind of like a Shaq soda.
Yeah.
please bring back my beautiful lizard milk drink. I want it back.
Lizard milk drink?
No, lizard milk. Because it
that's
kind of
even worse.
Like
Wait, lizard milk drink? What do you mean? How is that worse?
it comes from the breast of a lizard.
No, it was the fact that Carl was like lizard milk drink, and I'm like, no, it's much worse than that. It's lizard milk.
I'm disappointed.
This man's over here imagining lizard titties just squirting it out.
Look to me. I was promised something, and now I'm disappointed it doesn't exist.
Please, madam, please give me your Sobe life water, please.
I too have played through Skyrim and read. I too have played through Skyrim and heard about the lusty Argonian. It's fine, right? But no, Carl. So what do you make of this? What do you make of all this coverage? They're trying to go back underground and trying to hide again. Do you think this is going to be possible?
Too late. Way too late. You should have thought about that before Chris Kendall decided to fuck the entire company over by starting a harassment campaign.
Guys, you need to take this group down on Steam. They're harassing us. They're discriminating against us.
Well, I feel no. They tried to pull the racism card because they were like, it's a black woman's company, and I see what you're doing. It's like, he's Brazilian.
He's Brazilian. He's one of you.
He's a half of us. Listen, you already know he's the descendants of black people and Spaniards. Look, you're not gonna win this argument. You're gonna have to sit this one out, champ. Like, there's no way for you to win this. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
What needs to happen now is that there are 3 particular steps that need to be done. And I just saw a video about Asmongold interviewing the owner of the Steam page and curator page. So I'll have to look into it to see if answer 3 is inside that video. But there are 3 things that need to be done. 1, somebody needs to interview Kim Belair and ask her these basic fucking questions that every single person covering it has been asking, watching them talk about this. 2, somebody needs to get a hold of those company members, have them sit down and actually talk at length, truthfully, about what they say it is that they're willing to do. Because their tweets and their public statements do not match up. Because they're doing the Cope and Seeds dance. And then 3, somebody needs to look into and figure out if, because now they have been foisted to a position where they have a lot of attention on them, is that curator page owner and Steam group owner going to start pivoting and using this as a way to get a jump-started career for themselves and potentially end up pulling a manga lawyer? Those are my 3 questions that I want answered. Because the problem with all of this is, 1, of course people are going to pull what David Jaff did in his video, where I just simply played Kim's keynote speech from GDC 2019, and then just started laying out the basic questions and basic concerns that the person would have hearing it, and responding back to. When he says, well, people are just laying it at the feet of Sweet Baby, they're not actually the problem. That doesn't exactly track with what the employee said. Employee said they've been using some variation of a company like this for the last 10 years. And if it's not Sweet Baby, it'll be somebody else. Which goes in line with what I've said multiple times in the content so far. I know that it's more than just the fucking consultation companies. It's the consultation companies and the developers. What we need to do is start with the part that we can deal with. The part that we can deal with first is the consultation companies. Because they're bragging. They said provably true or false statements that can now be investigated based on their content and the tweets of their content that they have posted out. Right now, because he posted about it on Blue Sky, Chris Kindred is locked out of his account for 7 days. For 7 days! You have, technically he's protected, so that's going to be less possible. But I've already archived the majority of them. You're welcome, Internet! Chris Kendrick is locked out of his account for 7 days. For 7 days! Depending on whether or not people picked up my link on it or not. You have the ability to look for those tweets for yourself on the Mega Up Drive. And you can figure out whether or not they're talking hog shit when they brag about these things, telling you, the consumers, what are you going to do about it? That's the first thing. Second thing. While Kim Belair has her company in the highlight, somebody with size, and it has to be size, because we know they're fucking size queens. They love attention, they want attention, they're not going to give it to small channels. Somebody with size needs to just take a transcript of all the basic questions people like myself, Harmful Opinions, and others have already said on the topic, and just repeat those statements live on air with her on a hot microphone. And then just record what happens next. Because, much like how people wanted to pull the fucking trigger before they got baited and switched with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you need to see what the companies do as a reaction. If the company's reaction to seeing Kim Belair's statements and her company's statements and her employees' statements about racial ethnicity racial ethnicity, racial diversity and inclusion, DEI strategies and tactics, just basically being, I hate white people, I hate white people, I hate white people, white dudes don't deserve to exist, I hate white people, I hate white people. If they can see the blatant and brazen misogynistic and misandrist hatred, and they can see the outright androphobia, the fear of men, see the outright fear of men in the statements and actions and political screeds of these employees, of which are very obvious in the opinions of Chris Grindred, because of course, black person. If you can have somebody demonstrate that and show it to a stakeholder invested, and you make sure to bring it up to their attention, the opinions of people like David Jaff saying, we'll see, it's not that big of a deal because actually stakeholders don't care, because you see, people, Bobby Kotick was voted back into the company time and time again, so if the stakeholders really cared, they would have voted with their wallet. Somebody with size needs to just present that at a shareholders meeting as a guest on behalf of the consumer public that don't have a controlling investment stake of the company. The same way that people have already done with the investment calls at Disney, castigating Bob Iger and Feige about their concerns and directions for the company's investments. Somebody needs to do that, like 10 times within the next in the next 2.5 fiscal quarters. So the next 9.5 months, someone needs to get somebody who's in charge of some of these companies, who has a line to the executive, and they need to say these things directly into their ear, and then ask them, "What do you think about that?" There are a bunch of people who don't want to buy the games because they don't want them to be associated with Sweet Baby Inc. They're specifically saying, we want you to make worse games with better graphics, with worse graphics, games with better graphics, games without graphical fidelity jerk-off. They want games that are single-player. They want games that are couch co-op. They want games that are multiplayer. They want games that can be games as a service, but not with any of this extra bullshit. They want to make them with big bulges and bigger titties. What do you say to that? What do you think about that? By the way, here's the numbers that you got back on this game. The same way that Embracer Group did a investment call on Saints Row. And here's how much was made by Helldivers 2 and Pal World. What do you think about that? What you gonna do about that? What's your mindset at? Like, what's good, blood? Somebody just needs to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't forget. Our good friend, Kramer, needs to be added to that list as well. Oh, again, a name I didn't think that I wanted to hear about again, but, you know, the artist formerly known as Maya Kramer.
I don't recall Maya Kramer. What is she known for?
Oh, she's Lego Butts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
I almost had a little bit of a mini heart attack because I thought it was a SRH butts, and I was like,
No.
Cute sexy robots? Yeah, no. Cute sexy robots is in their own grid.
Yeah, that ship has sailed a long time ago after all those allegations came out. No.
Allegations
Felix
about
Kramer.
the artist?
Felix Kramer, previously known as Maya Kramer, was the manager for Zoe Quinn.
Yeah, Silver String Media, that shit.
Yeah, the same one she was sleeping with, right?
Ooh.
So, yeah, all
You
those
said
little...
Kramer. I thought you meant, like, John Kramer of Seinfeld fame.
No. This person...
Yeah, get a hair, Kramer.
This person, again, this is what tied it all back to Gamergate, was this person came out of the woodwork. So the moment that Steam group was created, all those people just came out of the woodwork. Like Chris Kindred and all those guys. Del Walker was already hovering around, so we already kind of got a whiff of what he was talking about. But they're just old names and old faces just showing up off the road that you hadn't heard about in a very long time, working with a whole bunch of new people. And you're just sitting there going, where did these people come from? I haven't heard your name in almost 10 years. Why are you here? Why are you a part of this? Why are you still in this circle joining up with people who are just like the people that you were hanging out with back in 2014, 2013? Why are you still here? Besides to make everyone suffer through terrible video games that you don't create and it's not your money. Again, the moment that guy built the Steam group, it was like ants coming out of a hive. They just wanted to make sure 110% they attacked everything to defend our queen Kim Blar and make sure that she didn't get her company shut down. Because every one of those games you can track, those games have all failed. Everything that Sweet Baby's ever touched has burned to the ground. Not going to look good on a stock investment portfolio for the company if they're public. Not going to look good for anybody trying to hire them. It's going to all fall to pieces. And WB basically said, hey, if we were to do this, if this were any other company, we'd have to shutter you just to recoup the money that we lost for this.
Why the fuck are both BioShock remasters bigger than the fucking original games?
That's a good question.
Anyways, the third part, I'm not necessarily sure how one would address the third part. But honestly, and I hope it's just my fucking mental delusion talking, I don't want to see a person decide to come out of the woodwork and effectively say that actually, because I had all these people on my side, I want these people to allow me to have a career now, as I decided I want clout. I really don't want to see that happen again for the 57th actually time in a row. I get tired of it being e-girls. I get tired of it being e-boys. I get tired of being femboy e-boys that want to get the perspective of people wanting to see them nut into a sock, but at the same time still act like they're big men. This is, of course, a Finster call out. It mentally hurts my brain because people are easily susceptible to believing things are getting better when they have not. That's just that things have gotten bad enough that you can now see the physical wear and tear on a lot of these narratives wearing out. The logic doesn't work. The excuses don't work. The talking points don't work. Because you can just look at the raw numbers.
Wising up, and people are like, "Now wait a minute."
It's not even necessarily that people are wising up. People are sheep. They will follow. Yes. They will follow YouTuber Big channel. Doesn't matter if it's Aspen Gold. Doesn't matter if it's Critical Drinker. Doesn't matter if it's Jay. Doesn't matter if it's Mauler. They will follow the public consensus, and they will turn on whatever the public consensus allows them to turn on. This is obvious in the case of people like Mutahar. Mutahar just randomly decides, well, I'm going to look into this Kevils person, despite Kevils having been exposed over 2 years ago by Kiwi Farms. Then you have users saying, oh, they were exposed by Mutahar. No, you bitches didn't fucking care because you were outside of containment. And when this broke full normie containment, which it already did, because when excuse me, let me not dead name, when she attacked Destiny to try and further launch a campaign and tirade against him. And Destiny did his operations, which then sparked what caused Rosebris to get harassed off the internet by White Nervosa and the collective of White Forest. When that happened, it should have already broken containment then, and it did. And I know, because I saw Mutahar in the goddamn comment section in the live chat for his breakdown of the live stream. Mm-hmm. So, when somebody like him comes around, trying to push up these narratives again, because, she injected herself into the narrative, as did Tipster. How about the Horse Lord, Vosh? When they inject themselves, and then other people inject themselves, because I'm going to get to the bottom of this, and then people take those opinions, and they respond and repeat them uncritically, and they pretend like this shit is new, when it's not. It gets tiring that nobody gets into their ear and says, actually, you didn't expose shit. This information was already out there. And then when people say well, it's new to me. No! You should have already been talking about this back then. Why are you talking about this now? Why do you only care now? I don't want the same thing with Sweet Baby Inc. as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, just to kind of touch on that same point, I was there when Joshua Moon, right, and Jim Medeker had a one-on-one conversation about this entire thing, because if you remember correctly, Like, you would have thought this would broke normie containment with Medica covering this. During his year of the Chud rollback, he did an entire, hour and a half on the whole thing? But all that information just sat there. Everybody was in there. I know Turkey Tom and all those other people were just sitting there in those chats. So you mean to tell me that it broke normie containment because you finally got along to it, 2 years later because you didn't want to be bothered with it because at the time, it was not in good form to be in the good graces of Kiwi Farms. Especially Mudahar. Turkey Tom, I know he's on the boards. I've seen him. Everyone knows he's on the boards. He comes to every one of Joshua Moon's streams, and he's in the chat when he was still on YouTube.
Our home.
So come on, let's not joke around here. You already knew this. This was all sitting here. Everybody was sitting on it. It just took the normieverse to finally catch on. This is the same thing that happened like with ESG. Like, how long were people talking about ESG before it finally caught on? Like,
I think for a couple of years.
Yeah, this was like 2021 that people were talking about ESG, BlackRock, all that stuff. And then finally, once it broke containment on Twitter, now everyone's like, oh my God, I know about that. It's like, dude, come on. You guys are always like 5 years late to these whole things when everybody's been talking about it. This whole thing with Sweet Baby, we've been talking about it for almost 2 years now? Like, we've been talking, well, actually, I'll give people the good graces. We were talking about this when Spider-Man 2 came out, and I think it was Alan Wake 2 came out in the same month. And we were like, why do both of these games suck? What do they have in common?
Where will you join them?
You alright there?
Yes.
Okay. I had to worry. Listen, we worry, bro. But no, like, this is the whole thing. Like, it's been like that from once it breaks the normieverse, then all of a sudden we're just getting excited. But no, just like Mangaloyer got everybody excited and motivated about going out and spending their hard-earned money because he showed off a 30-second clip of Tifa in a two-piece and couldn't contain himself. We're so back, boys. Yeah, I know you guys have been starved of attention. And they threw you a crumb to get your attention. You opened your wallets, and the moment that they had you open your wallet, you got fucked again. Now you're back to being black-pilled. Like, why are you like this? Nothing changes overnight.
It's just so fucking retarded. I don't like having to tell people that they're retarded, but they're I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how
just go off and make their own shit, like I've been doing.
Well, here's the problem, right? You get people that are so ginned up about this stuff. The correlation between the two things that I just brought up is people move in waves. They move slow as shit, and then once it kicks off, then everybody wants to be a part of it. I saw this happen with Gamergate. This was all pretty much image board people, anybody in the know, and then all of a sudden, once it hit like the mainstream conversation and took over the trending topics on Twitter, that's when we had all these random YouTubers and random people show up out of the woodwork going, yeah, we're here with your brother. It's like, where the fuck have you been?
Oh, now since it's safe to talk about. Oh, yeah. Now you're doing it.
Well, no, now that they see there's a significant movement behind it, now they're ready to jump in. Because they can make a name off of it. Let's peel a little bit of cash back while advocating for your positions. By the way, once this is all over, fuck you, pay me. Yeah, been there, done that. Been there, fucking done that shit.
It's generally annoying and insidious. Because every single time there's a, quote, ready-made group supposedly made for everybody else to enjoy, they will monetize it for everything it's worth, which is why I said what I said about my third question concern. They will do everything they can to monetize the fuck out of it, and then when it comes time for them to, that's unfortunate. It comes time for them to talk about what they're going to do to solve the problem, and not allow the problem to happen again. They don't have a single fucking thing to say about it. And lo and behold, kind of like with, believe it's not just some guy, it was some black guy, the other one that calls himself
Derek
that moniker.
Blackman.
Yes, Derek Blackman. In the case of people like him, they basically demonstrated that if Anita had just asked really nicely, they would have given her everything she wanted.
That's my entire point. Because again, they were never here for they were never here to fix the problems. They were just here to capitalize. I mean, I got to be honest. I got to give Sargon a lot more credit than I gave him. The guy at least did something with his time. You know what I mean? Like, I got to give him that.
Will you defend it?
But yes, I am sitting here utterly in shock and awe. Because again, I saw all these people blow through going, yeah, let's keep reporting on the topic and beating a dead horse. But it's like, okay, well, that's great and all. You've got, you're no better than the other side. We're preaching awareness. Do you have answers? No. It's a bigger issue than us. It's very complicated.
Hey, that's... I hate it. It's
But
like,
literally, Carl, again, broke down a 3-point plan. How hard is this?
Plan.
Again, yeah, we've already done the trust the plan thing. We've already done that, right? We did this in 2016. No, we're done with that, right? Go out there and do something. No one said you have to be perfect about it, but just don't do dumb things. At least try to come here and bring some type of semblance of an idea of how to make things better. Either fix it or don't. And unfortunately, I've noticed that we just don't have a lot of people that are here to fix anything. They're only here to rack up points. And as soon as the algorithm says that it's over, they move on to the next thing, and then we're just left holding the bag.
They changed, they update their firmware.
Just like...
care about this way.
No, that's just NPCs. The general problem is that most people don't give a shit unless their favorite content creator gives a shit.
Sometimes I don't give a shit, even if it is my favorite content creator.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, but this is how you got All-Stars that basically showed up out of the woodwork. Again, this is how you got the Skeptics. This is how you ended up getting, what was it? The Comicsgate groups that have all splintered off into the ether. They're all in their own ideological corners.
Yeah, kind of Weeb Wars, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, so every one of these online movements, some massive YouTuber comes in and just like eats off that plate for a while. Never has answers, only has questions, and only can keep making videos until ad nauseum.
So this is why I have always advocated for the position that that Comicsgate died the second Ethan Van Sciver got involved.
That is true.
The reason, because regardless of what you feel about Ethan Van Sciver as an individual, he was an industry insider who was clearly getting fucked because of his political positions. Like, obviously, people in the industry didn't like him, and this isn't new. This has happened in the comics industry for decades. But now he's he's seen this movement of online people who kind of want to make the change, and over the course of about 18 months, he effectively tried to make it all about him and alienated everyone in Comicsgate, and caused more drama in that first 18 months than had happened in like the 2 years beforehand.
It's one of those moments where, even in the fucking face of it all, Renfamous had a point in the fact that, yes, the brand was all him, but so many people were focused on the us versus them mentality that they forgot that they can be betrayed at any fucking time. And then when it happened, they were just like, I can't believe it. Oh, you weren't supposed to do this, but you did.
Yes. Well, I mean, again, look, I too have seen the infamous Red Wedding in Game of Thrones. Right? You can get stabbed in your ass at any time. Sometimes you got to figure out exactly what you... Really, the big thing is, like, this is how every consumer movement has failed. You're stuck by personalities rather than coming up with the cause and an answer to the cause, right? The whole point of you know, the whole Gamergate thing was, hey, put the industry on blast, figure out how to fix this shit, and make it so that, you know, you can't have more Anitas in the future. We didn't fix that. Because of all the infighting.
But then what also happened is that like people were like, "Oh, guys, it's not that bad." Like people basically downplaying what she was doing. Also.
Well, okay, so yes, I too remember Angry Joe going, "Listen, guys, it's okay. They're not going to take away your big TD games." Proceeds to take away all of your big TD games.
Big TD games, yeah.
I think a big problem with a lot of these like online socio-political movements early on as well is the fact that there was really no distinction between creators, first of all, between creators who genuinely cared and those who were just grifting, but also creators who were part of, say, let's take Gamergate for example, so who were part of it, who were the anti-SJWs because they were thinking, I genuinely disagree with the substance of what you're saying, a la Sargon, or people who were anti-SJWs because they were thinking, I agree with the substance of what you're saying, but you're being really cringe about it, aka say Chionhead, for example.
Yeah. I mean, you can go with Chris Raygun if you'd like.
Yeah, Chris Raygun is probably an even better example, as he has proven himself over the past few years to be as much a raging leftist as any SJW he ever made fun of.
I mean, if that wasn't obvious by him dating fucking, by him being Lacey Green, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Listen, man, no man is risking HPV for that. I'm just gonna be honest. Listen, I'm just being honest here, okay? So, at any point that you're looking at it from the perspective of how are we fixing this shit, Carl came up with a pretty decent idea. But the problem is you have to rely on these goofballs to be able to, like, actually fix the problem. And actually have them effectively... You'd have to get, like, a stuttering Andy or something. A stuttering Craig, or, like, you know, somebody who's going to be able to read and take in everything that is said and do what is asked, where they have to be able to repeat the point verbatim or at least close enough to make this whole thing work, so that way you can get your point across and get things done.
Or barring that, just have somebody get in touch with Stuttering Craig and say, hey, can you have single player Carl on your channel? And I'll do it with my goddamn self.
I mean, yeah, but then again, you know, Carl, you know, I know they're not gonna do that because, you know, they no freebies, guy. Like, yeah, okay. We're trying to get shit accomplished, and look, you're the best conduit we have to getting things done and getting it out there to the normies, because really they're the social capital that we kind of need to really get shit accomplished. Like, the interest is there. We all know that. This is not news to me nor anybody else.
I think a big problem is it's only become clear in the past few years which creators do actually care about that. Like, we know creators like Carl, like Sargon, and all that kind of they do actually care about that sort of stuff now. Whereas, like, say 10 years, I wouldn't say 10 years ago, that's a bit far, like 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, it was a bit more ambiguous who was just in it for the grift and who actually cares.
You mean like the Philip DeFranco pill? Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Yeah, who actually cares? Like, there was, I don't know, it's very, I think looking back now, it is easier to you can retrospectively tell the markers between who genuinely had an interest in saying something of substance and who was just using this as a means to get subs. Like, let's take, again, I'm going to use Sargon as just because he's a really easy example, which everyone understands. Like, everyone looks back at, like, 2015 Sargon saying that's his anti-SJW era, that's his Gamergate era, that's, like, he doesn't talk about anything particularly important back then outside of, like, ethics and games journalism, and like, sort of surface level critiques on feminism. When actually, if you go back and look at some of the videos he was making back then, they were very reminiscent of the videos he makes now, which are very highly detailed, very informative videos on political topics outside of Gamergate. For example, I believe he made his British Crusade Against Slavery video back in like 2015.
Throwing grenade.
I mean, I'm not gonna fault Sargon. Sargon at least. Sargon did stuff, and I'm not.
But that's what I mean. What I'm saying, all I'm saying is that he's a really good example, retrospectively, of someone who you can look back on now and say, yeah, it's actually quite clear. Yeah, it's quite clear he gave a shit from the beginning. Whereas if you look back at the video, it wasn't quite as clear who did and didn't at the time. But you say if you went to look at someone like Chris Raygun, you go look at his videography. Outside of the editing style of the videography, it's got very little consistency topic-wise, and that's because his channel runs on him as a personality and his editing style as the consistent through line, because he doesn't have a thing he doesn't have an attachment to a thing that makes to draw people in, because
that's also the other part of it that's really the painful part, is if you're gonna try to get people on board to fix the problem, who's there to fix the problem and who's there to, like, I don't know,
Blaze.
get a couple bucks.
Blaze.
You gotta ask.
I wasn't trying to stop you, I was trying to tell you, they're blazing. It's worse than just who's here to solve the problem and who's just here taking up space. They're blazing. Specifically, there's paying lip service, but when it comes time to actually get in the front fucking line, they never go first. And they will never go first. And when it comes time for them to talk... When it comes time for them to actually talk about, okay, here's...
the meme board.
Yeah, when they jump in, and they post their versions of the memes, and they get their takes in, it's like, okay, so what are you actually going to do about it? Like, hey, what do you mean do about it? We're always here for the jokes.
Awareness.
Well, why do you think anti-SJW YouTube originally fell apart during the
for the skeptics?
Yeah, no, it originally fell apart like pretty much at the first sign of internet blood sports. It was that winter of 2017 to 2018 era where internet blood sports just blew up for about 6 months, and a bunch of alt-writers got on some really edgy podcasts, and for the first time the anti-SJWs actually had to defend their positions in the context of not being associated with people more extreme than them, and it basically was their first real challenge, and a lot of the people who weren't serious folded instantly.
Well, yeah, because again, they were... Again, this you're talking about right around the time of like Sargon versus Spencer. Yeah. So like this was like the breaking point where people just couldn't do it. There was just no way. There was just no way.
So I'd say again, Sargon's probably the one that put, even though he's never been the best debater, I'd say he put up the most valiant effort, and I stand by to this day that white niggers is unironically